Hello everyone, it's Retroaction, and welcome back to another Beast Wars Transformers review. I'm here today, well this is the Beast Wars Transformers, the Vintage Beast Wars Transformers Megatron, which was released by Hasbro in 2021. As part of the Vintage Beast Wars series. This is a reissue of the Kenner Beast Wars Transformers, or Transformers Beast Wars Megatron, from 1996. The box is quite cool. It's definitely it's definitely a homage to the Kenner Beast Wars line. Design, as you can see, we've got the Kenner logo down there. Got Beast Wars Transformers. Got Megatron. We've got a picture of Beast Wars Megatron there. On the other side of the box, well, there's artwork there and there's artwork there. You see, we've got the eye and everything from Beast Wars Transformers. There's a bio. You've got his bio there, which is in several languages. You've got a little description about the series. Interesting enough, they call Cheetor and Rat Trap Mega figures when really they're Ultra. And interestingly enough, they're using the much later version of the Kenner logo. There we go. Well, it was like a European version. That's what I've seen anyway. There's only very few like English packaging figures that use this version of the Kenner logo before it closed in 2000. Well, as you can see, it's got some quite cool pictures there and everything. But stats, bio and tech specs even. It's quite good. T-Rex turns into evil Predacon Commando robot. Sprays water cannon blast. Beast Wars Transformers Kenner, well, Hasbro really. And on the back there's not really a lot going on. But as you can see, we do have the Kenner logo again. It's always great to see. Obviously, Kenner is not around anymore. Just a shame. 2021 Hasbro. Function Predacon Commander. Doesn't seem to have his... has the bio and text specs clip and save, but it doesn't actually seem to have his bio. I mean, his actual motto. Bit of a shame. And you see, there he is in the box. He's quite a big T-Rex. Open the box now. What you get inside is the instructions. As you can see, we've got Beast Wars Transformers Predacon Megatron. This was an Ultra figure when it was released in 1996. The instructions, however, are nothing like the 1996 one. Bit terrible. Yeah, and we've got a Kenner logo in black, which is definitely interesting. As you can see, it's good to see the logo again. Yep, there you go, Beast Wars Transformers. It looks a bit more like the Transmetals, in that sort of style. And here's the figure. Now, the insert, I have taken out the weapons, so you're going to be seeing them in the video. You're going to be seeing them separately in the insert. But this is Megatron in his T-Rex mode. Now, it's a bit more animation accurate. I've never watched the Beast Wars cartoon, though, or the animated series, so I can't tell you. I've seen these intros, but you know, I've never actually watched the show, so I don't plan to anytime soon. I prefer the original show, the Transformers, or G1, originally known as the Transformers, and still known as Transformers, as the Transformers. Yeah, from 1984 to 97, that's the best one I find. Yeah. Anyway, so as you can see, he's a T-Rex. He's a purple and green T-Rex with a bit of yellow underneath. It's a good head sculpt. There's some really cool T-Rex head sculpts. We've got these flimsy arms, but T-Rexes did have these weird arms. The legs are quite good. There's lots of posability in the legs. I like the claw at the back. The tail's quite cool. Yeah, it's a good looking T-Rex. It's a bit more animation accurate. The other one was a bit of a lighter purple. Yeah, another feature that you can do. Is the head will, you know, the jaw will snap, open and shut. That's really designed for the feature, where you can take out the tongue section and it will actually become a water blaster. But I'm not going to do that. But the eyes are quite good, as you can see. The teeth are nice. Yeah, it's a good reissue. The same mold from 1996. Though I can't find the copyright. Obviously, I won't say Kenner, but I can't see anything to do with Hasbro on here. It's definitely a Hasbro reissue. But yeah, I haven't actually seen the copyright stamp, which is interesting. Maybe they've stopped it. It wouldn't make sense to, but I've just realised the setup is a bit rubbish. There we go. It's a bit better, isn't it? Yep, that does it. Anyway, right, so the Transformer, what we're going to do, it's a bit complicated, this one. We're going to open it from the side here. I'm going to take, so this all pretty much opens up. Then what we do is we're actually going to do this first. We're going to open this section at the top, at the back here, and that will trigger that mechanism. I'm going to turn the legs around because they're on these joints, these ratchet joints, which is quite nice. We're going to get this section out. We're going to get these parts of the feet out. There'll be heel spares, and then we can take this section to the back here, which becomes a bit of a mess, but never mind. And then this will become an arm. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull that down like this. And now with this whole torso section here, well, you can flip up his head. His head just clips in. As you see, it's down like that. But you can click it into place on the back here, like so. And then what you do is you twist this whole mechanism round, because it's on this whole twisting mechanism. It rotates, and then what you got to do is you got to line it up with these sections here. It's a bit difficult to do. They don't always want to go in, of course. Yeah, and as you can see, we've got the giant tail section here. We've got the T-Rex head. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Yeah, and sliding it into place isn't always easy, because as you can see, we've got to line it up. If I move the T-Rex head out of the way, as you can see there, it's got to click into place there, and it doesn't always want to do so, which can be annoying. So it's always annoying when it doesn't want to line up, because then the chest will just keep popping out. But as you can see, we have got it in place now, pretty much, because it has clipped in. Excellent. Now, one thing that is a bit interesting about this figure is because it's from the early Beast Wars line, the first year, the first wave. Is it the first wave? First, yeah, probably should be, given it's Megatron Optimus Primal, advertised on the back of the box, and Cheetor. It makes sense for Megatron to come out first. Well, one thing that's a bit weird about it is, of course, that is not Megatron's face. Now, the thing about Predacon Megatron is, well, and all the Beast Wars figures, is they had the mutant heads, which were not in the cartoon, but they were in the original toy line. And now what happens is, you open it up, and it's like a battle mask sort of thing, and there you have Predacon Megatron's head, and that's a lot more like how we remember Predacon Megatron. Though in the original figure, this section at the top here, instead of being black, was grey, probably to mirror G1 Megatron or G2 Megatron. But here, they have recoloured it to black to match the cartoon. And that is Predacon Megatron in robot mode. Now, he's really good. It's got a really good robot mode. Looks fantastic, obviously. There are some issues with the figure, given that he's got this giant arm there, and the T-Rex head here, which does open and close. And in fact, I can, there's the water cannon gimmick. This will come out, and you can put it back in, load it up with water, and then when you do that, it squirts water at its enemies. They're quite cool, and this chest section is very annoying. But it's a very cool figure overall. The head sculpt is fantastic. This feature here is great. Got this like grabber claw. Not sure what they actually call it on the box, to be honest with you. Pincher. Yeah, it's a pincher. That's what Kenner calls it in the advert, I think. Or the commercial, really. I don't think it actually aired in the UK, but there you go. Yes, so to activate the feature, it's quite a good feature. I don't know what's going on with it at the moment. Hold on. There you go. It's got this claw feature, so he can pinch people with his pincher claw. It's quite cool. It's quite a cool weapon. It does look ridiculous, obviously. It doesn't really help in terms of trying to stand this guy up, but he does stand up quite well because of his feet, his heel spurs. So there's that feature, which is quite cool actually. It's really cool. It's a spring-loaded mechanism. It's Obviously over time it's going to wear out, but it's quite fun. As you can see, it opens and closes and everything. You can definitely get some figures in their grip. You can definitely get some figures in this grip, which is really cool. Now the other feature is on the sections here, in fact I should have showed this in dinosaur mode as well, is you've got these missiles inside and they clip in like so. They came separate, well, they came unattached in the box, and you can fire them off like so. They launch like that. One didn't launch very successfully. Yep, it's a great figure. It's got lots of gimmicks, but Kenner did a really good job on this guy, and it's great to see Hasbro re-release it, because the original Beast Wars Megatron goes for quite a lot now, and I haven't managed to find any original Beast Wars figures, not ultra class anyway. I only have a few deluxe, like Sky Shadow and Dinobot and Pterosaur, Transmetal Pterosaur, to name a few. Got Magnaboss though, so that is an ultra. Yeah, this feature is really cool. I really like that. That's great. And again, it was used in the cartoon. The pincher claw is a really good feature as well. Lots of great stuff Kenner packed into this figure, and it's great to see Hasbro re-release it. So yeah, definitely get hold of your Vintage Beast Wars Megatron if you're unable to get the 1996 one, which last time I checked they wanted £60 for. Incomplete, or complete probably. But yeah, they're quite hard to find. Obviously not as hard to find as gold plastic Transformers like Skyquake and Thunderclash. Don't get me started on those. I managed to get Thunderclash finally. I've already talked about that. I've already reviewed it, in fact. Yeah, so this is a retroaction with Beast Wars Transformers, with Vintage Beast Wars Transformers Megatron from Hasbro in 2021. Obviously, Hasbro's had a lot of problems lately, ages now, with distribution and everything, so I wouldn't support them on that one. But this is a great figure, and it's definitely great to see Hasbro re-release the Beast Wars line. I'm not pleased they released Cybershark, because I just managed to get hold of the Kenner one last year, and it's missing the fins. Now they've brought out a reissue. That figure isn't going to be as rare as it once was. Never mind. Well, I don't think it was that rare to begin with, but might give me a chance to get the flippers for it. Anyway, it's been a retroaction with Beast Wars Transformers Megatron. It's a great figure. The head sculpt's fantastic. The detail's great. The articulation, or the movement, the articulation's good. You've got 2 joints in the leg. In fact, there's 3 joints in the leg, really, because this is on a bend and a rotation. The feet can go up and down. There's some good detail on the feet there. The arms have got a lot of movement. There's a shoulder movement. The head's a bit limited because of the mutant head, but as you can see, the head's a bit limited because of the mutant head. Oh no, it goes all the way around. Don't know why you want it to go all the way around. Yeah, the head does a 360. It does get catched. It does these parts of the mutant head does create this weird looking thing on the back of his head, but it does rotate all the way around, as you can see. It does get caught on some parts. As for the arms, well, they will rotate all the way to the back there. There's a shoulder rotation that goes all the way around. So there's 360 at the shoulders. You've got lots of joints in this arm mechanism. This section will go backwards and forwards. This section will go up and down. And then you've even got this section on his hand. So it's really good. Lots of movement. This is when Transformers really started to become posable. And same goes for this joint as well, on the other shoulder. And this joint as well here goes in and out, backwards and forwards, up and down. Excellent stuff. There's been retroaction, yeah, so this is definitely when Transformers started to become posable. G2 they started with that, but obviously they're still using rubber bands and like the figures, like the laser rods. Here they started adding knee joints to everything, like ball joints, became really popular. And it really did have its effect on the line, and it was a success, and still being used to this day. And it's been retroaction with Beast Wars Transformers Megatron. Great figure, or the Vintage Beast Wars Megatron. It's a great figure, definitely pick it up, it's still available. Now I do want to get that Scorponok as well. Anyway, it's been a retroaction, thank you much for watching. 2 reviews in one today, 1st of March 2022. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good year so far. I mean, it's been a bit crazy, I know. Oh dear, just when we thought things couldn't get any worse. Anyway, it's been retroaction, and what can I say? Someone always wants to cause trouble. always start a war. What better country than Russia to do it? Anyways, Retration, thank you much for watching. See you all next time. Goodbye for now.